All right, Werther, get up here.
Are you ready?
No, come on. No, come on.
You want me to?
Oh, my God.
Look at that. It's a beaut.
Well, one thing I want to say first is, Sonny didn't mention this, but for some of us, he put our nicknames on the belt. So mine actually says Robot Dolphin. So thank you for that, Sonny. I appreciate it. There's a few things I wanted to say, and I thought, I usually like to speak off the cuff, but some of this stuff was too important, and I wanted to write it down. I want to start with a long list of people that I want to thank. And there's a lot of you guys. So first, I want to thank Luke, who's not here, but he was the person who taught my first jiu-jitsu class, which was September 15th, 2014. I still remember the day. Yeah, that's right. Actually, it was 5:30, but I had wrestled for 4 years. I'd never done jiu-jitsu, and this girl I was seeing at the time was like, "Hey, let's go to this MMA school. We'll do a free trial, right?" And I went, and I had a blast. I was like, "Oh my God, this is like wrestling, but I get to choke people. It's the best thing ever." So I stuck with it ever since. The girl I was seeing, we ended up breaking up, but that's not important. So thank you, Luke, for teaching that class and getting me involved in this. He taught a fantastic class, and I was hooked. I want to thank Sky and Alyssa, who were the owners of Train Fight Win, the first school that I trained at. And, it was my first experience training before I eventually moved down to Bradenton to train with Sonny. I had been with them for about a year. And then, they were mainly an MMA school, heavily focused on striking, but they had a jiu-jitsu program, and I thank them so much for that, for having that, because I think without them, I may have never started jiu-jitsu, and my life would have taken a different turn for the worse. So, Sonny, after a year of training at Train Fight Win, I came down and visited you for a month, and Sonny kicked my butt so bad. I was like, how is this 40-something-year-old dude just destroying me? Like, I was athletic, I was strong. I was like, I have to learn from this person. So when I finished my second to last semester in college, I made the rest of my classes online, and I moved down to Bradenton so I could train with Sonny. And I've been with him ever since, and I'm super grateful for that. But the first school I started at was Train Fight Win, and I want to acknowledge them. Franklin, my first jiu-jitsu coach. Give my hand, guys. I'm so glad you could make it, man. And Franklin was the first person who, like Sonny said, when I first started doing jiu-jitsu, I wasn't very confident in my abilities or really in my ability to improve and become better. But Franklin was one of those people that gave me that confidence and said, hey, man, listen, you can do great things. You can become great, and I believe in you. And he trained me to not defeat myself. And I'm very grateful that you did that. So thank you so much, Franklin. Thank you for being here all these years later and for still being part of my life. Honestly, I should be thanking all of you guys back here. You guys have all been fantastic leaders and training partners for me. In particular, I want to thank Bill Murphy. Every time I have a question, a problem of something I want to do, there's two people I always talk to. Well, three actually. It's you, it's Josh, and it's Sonny. And I just wanted to thank you for all your wise advice over the years, and it has been wise. I can't think of a time you've ever been wrong in anything that you've told me, so thank you so much. Now, I want to thank Josh, and Josh hates compliments. He can't take them to save his life.
Thanks, Bill.
But, I think everyone in this room can, especially those of you guys who are competitors, can attest to what an amazing job Josh has done as a coach, as a leader for our community, and for just giving us so many opportunities through Zapatero. I wouldn't have had 90% of the opportunities that I had without you, and I'm really grateful that you gave me those opportunities, and I appreciate what you've done in, berating the bad actors in our community. And I hope you continue to do that. I know you will. He's a masterful troll, guys. I want to thank my parents. Thank you guys for being here today. my mom especially, when, I told her that I wanted to make jiu-jitsu not only a major focus of my life, but the way that I make a living, she was quite skeptical in the beginning. She was quite skeptical. And I understand why, because she loves me and she didn't want me to fail. But when it came down to do it, she was supportive and she helped me out, and so did my father. And thank you guys so much. I love you guys too. To all my training partners over the year, I couldn't have done this without you guys. You cannot become good at jiu-jitsu by yourself. You can't. With striking, there's maybe an argument to be made, but with jiu-jitsu, it requires a community, it requires a school, it requires a team effort, where you guys are all trying to make each other better, and we have that at this school. And I know I don't train here anymore. I have my own school, although I come and visit you guys on the weekends. But Sonny, what you've built here is really incredible. You have not just everyone from Gracie Bradenton and myself who has his own school, but so many people who came from elsewhere, who are from other schools, who we all train together, and we're all just trying to make each other better. We don't hide stuff from each other. We don't hide techniques from each other. We're all just looking to make each other improve, and I think you deserve so much credit for that.
No, we kick each other's asses.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Now, Rob isn't here, but I definitely believe I should be thanking Rob. He actually gave me the Pitbull belt, and at the time, once again, I didn't think I deserved it. But I think one thing he told me was like, "You'll grow into it. You'll make it so that you deserve it." And I think that definitely motivated me and helped me become better. So, we don't see him very often, but he's out there, and the few times he's given me advice, he's been very helpful. So thank you, Rob. I also want to thank Brian, Bernard, and Dave. None of those people are here, but they were my high school wrestling coaches. And, man, I sucked when I started jiu-jitsu, but when I started wrestling, it was an entirely out-of-this-world level of suck. And these guys never made me feel like, it wasn't for me. They never made me feel like I would never be good. They always encouraged me, even when I went 19 matches in a row losing before I won my first match. This is something I tell all my students, all my kids, adults, is like, I was so bad. You have no idea. I was so bad. But I stuck with it, and I became good, and it's because of them. So thank you to them, too. I want to thank Chelsea. Now, Chelsea and I were friends for about a year and a half before we started dating. She was also my student. And me being a very serious person and someone who's very committed to teaching and doing things in a proper way, I had many attractive ladies become my students, and I never so much as even made a flirtatious comment towards any of them. So Chelsea had to make the first move on me, and I'm so glad that she did. Chelsea and I's relationships... Thank you, Dad. So, the Chelsea and I's relationship has many aspects to it. We run the school together. She's an instructor for me. She's also my student. I'm in charge of coaching her, and that doesn't always work out. Clayton, you actually gave me good advice, is that you and your wife, Lisa, do not coach each other. And I at several points considered maybe not doing that, but I think we've made it work. And it's a testament to the fact that Chelsea is just such a great person. She's so willing to grow and willing to learn new things and willing to work with me on our shared vision. And I'm so happy I'm marrying you in February. All right, I'm good. Lastly, I got to thank you, Sonny, one more time. And God damn it, you told that story. I was going to tell it. I'm still going to tell it. Sonny's absolutely right. Listen, every day I would come into the school and I would be like, today's the day. Today's the day I'm finally going to tap Sonny. I'm finally going to get him. For the longest time, that never happened, and he would utterly destroy me. And after one particular day, he destroyed me so bad. And you know, he does the typical coach thing. You guys all know this if you have a jiu-jitsu coach, where they just completely wreck you and destroy you for 5 or 6 minutes, and they're like, hey man, you're doing really good. You know, no, seriously, like you're improving. And obviously, I was like, dude, you just tapped me like 5 or 6 times in 5 minutes. What are you talking about? And then he told me that. He said, listen, you may not believe me now, but 3 or 4 years from now, the tables are going to be turned and you're going to be destroying me. And yeah, I looked at him like he just said the earth was flat. I couldn't believe what he said. But it turned out to be true. Brett, I didn't know you were a 10th planet black belt. But, Sonny, you were right, because like you said, you're a great coach. So thank you so much. I also want to thank anyone that I might have forgotten about, because as Chelsea well knows, I can be a forgetful person, but there's so many of you guys who have helped me get to this point, to help me get to where I am, and I'm so grateful for all of you guys. You know, it's only been the last almost 3 years of my jiu-jitsu journey too, but I've had a school, and that's been very wonderful. And I want to thank all the students and parents that came to support me today. It means the world to me. It really does. So thank you guys so much. So now I want to talk about jiu-jitsu. What is this that I've committed so much of my life to? Well, the reason I'm here is because I love jiu-jitsu. The reason I'm getting my black belt is because I love jiu-jitsu. And the reason I opened a school is because I've loved to see what jiu-jitsu does for other people. I've seen people lose over 100 pounds and get in the best shape of their lives because of jiu-jitsu. I've seen uncoordinated, clumsy people, like myself, become killers and become capable individuals when it comes to the art of self-defense. I've seen families bond through jiu-jitsu and support each other through their journey. I love seeing families train, kids, adults, teens. When you train together, I think it cements a bond. And I'm happy to have borne witness to that and provided an environment where that happens. I've seen kids that are nervous and shy, several of which who cried the first time they even set foot in my school, become mentally and physically tough, and surround themselves with friends. Some of them are here today. Jiu-jitsu humbles the arrogant, and it makes the weak strong. Jiu-jitsu gives the lonely a community of people that want the best for them. And jiu-jitsu gives yourself the power to defend yourself against people that would do you harm. Getting promoted in jiu-jitsu means something. Today I'm honored to be receiving my black belt from Sonny. The meaning behind receiving a belt promotion can be derived, I believe, from the worst person an instructor is willing to promote to that rank. Everyone here is a killer. Everyone here makes me work my butt off every time I have to train, and you guys crush me on some days. And because of that, I've been able to achieve this level of skill. I couldn't have done it without you guys, and I'm honored to be a black belt amongst you. As you all know, as black belts, we have a responsibility. We have a responsibility to maintain the supportive, meritocratic culture of jiu-jitsu and gatekeep against a-holes and McDojoism. And I think we'll all do a great job of the last part. And Josh, I think you've got the a-holes part covered just by yourself. So. And just like we stood on the shoulders of giants to see further than those that came before us, those of us who teach jiu-jitsu, we must raise the next generation to be better than us. And my students, I hope you guys will all become better than I am now in terms of your skill and your ability to lead. Everyone here in this room is going to help with doing this, and will continue to work hard to continue growing and become better. This isn't the end of my journey by any means. I'll continue to work hard to become better than I am today, and I can't thank all of you enough for helping me get here. Thank you so much.